Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages Linked Heroes game. I'm starting off though here in Oracle of Seasons because in the last episode we got a secret that we have to give to the Master Diver in Sunken City. So we're going to warp to Sunken City, and he's no longer in his cave where he hangs out. He's in the first house when you first enter the village. So we're going to head there, and he's going to have a little mini game for us. It's actually pretty tough. He's going to require us to swim through this maze, and we have 30 seconds to swim through the maze. And if we do that, then he will reward us with the swimmer's ring, one of the 2 rings that we're missing. So let's give him the secret here. And I guess the secret to getting through this maze is there's going to be some cheeps blocking the way, and you only want to attack a few of them, because every time you stop to hit them with your sword, it takes time. So you really only want to hit the ones that will are blocking your way. There's quite a few that you can just swim around, and those ones you want to swim around. Some actually you can actually use them to damage boost you, to make your stuff go a little bit faster. But you don't need to damage boost yourself to win. 30 seconds, go! Just drop right down. And if you fail, it doesn't matter. He just says, do you want to try it again? You can try it again. So these ones you want to take care of. These ones, just swim right by them. This guy, swim right by him. Yeah, if you basically swim by them, because, like I said, attacking them causes you to waste some time. Swim by this guy here. Swim by him there. And we got the star piece in exactly 30 seconds. Only my pupil could do it. Here's the prize I promised you. And it's a ring. Like I said, this is the swimmer's ring. We will get it appraised and then transfer it over to Oracle of Ages. And that'll help us out because the next dungeon is going to be in Jabu Jabu's belly. And it's basically just a swimming dungeon, so it'll help us get to that dungeon a little bit faster. Let's talk with Vasu. Let's get the ring appraised. And then the only ring that we'll be missing is the level 3 armor ring that we get from finishing the Hero's Cave in Oracle of Ages. So let's get the secret here. I'll copy that secret down, and then I'll input that secret in Oracle of Ages, and I'll get that swimmer's ring there. So make a quick save here. The only time we'll have to come back here is once we get the ring, the level 3 armor ring. Then we can transfer over to Oracle of Seasons, and then we'll have a 100% save file on both Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons with data. Alright, let's go back to the city. Get that secret to Vasu, or the snake. Get that swimmer's ring, and we'll put it to use. We have a little mini quest we still have to finish off. We have to purify the water. This is making Jabu Jabu sick. King Zora said that he would grant us permission to go into Jabu Jabu where Jabu Jabu was sick, so the only way he'll basically be able to allow us to enter him is if we heal Jabu Jabu by getting rid of the polluted water. So that's our side quest for today. And I guess in the meantime we'll also be filling out basically the map. Be able to fill out most of the map now. Once we clear the seawater. Cleaning the seawater will get rid of all those circles that damage you when you touch them. So we'll basically just free up a whole bunch of screens. You don't have to. We won't have to do the warping back and forth from past to present to get around those blocks. So there's the swimmer's ring that we just got. We'll equip it and swim faster. There we go. And we'll do some swimming right now to, like I said, clear out some of the map there. We'll get most of the map. There's a few that we can't get though. So let's swim on down and talk with King Zora here in the present. And he will have the library key for us. Great hero. What do you ask? You wish to enter Jabu Jabu? My permission is needed to enter Jabu Jabu, but I can't permit just anyone to see our guardian. Anyhow, the filthy seawater has left Jabu Jabu near death. If you say you must, then find a way to get rid of this filthy seawater and save Jabu Jabu. Will you accept? Yes. Very well, then take this. And it's the library key. This is the key to Eyeglass Isle Library east of here. It is an ancient library, so I do not know if this key still works. Well, there's no keyhole for us to use in the present, but there is a keyhole in the past. So we're going to warp to the past, open the library there, and remember, if you use something in the past, it affects the present. So opening the library in the past will mean that it'll be open in the present. So it don't matter that there's no keyhole in the present. Let's warp back to the past. Just go up here. That way the warp is out of the way. And we're going to use our switch hook to go over to that platform. And we're going to basically learn a little bit more. You could go to the library first and learn about this fairy here, who looks like an Octorok. But I just figured I'd do it right now, save some backtracking. Please listen, young one. You may not believe this, but I am the Queen Fairy, guardian of this sea. The curse of an evil one named Veran has made me appear so. The magic of fairy powder can turn me back to normal. Veran has poisoned the sea. Soon all living things in it will perish. Please go find some fairy powder. And I guess by soon you mean more than 400 years, because 400 years in the present, there's still life in the sea. But I'm sure that a lot of things did die in the meantime. We can't let that happen. Let's open the library here. And if you haven't seen the fairy, these people actually tell you to go over there and visit the fairy. It's the Eyeglass Isle Library. Fairy powder is said to be stored in the back, but I've yet to see it. Those who have seen a strange beast on the island to the west say the beast is always there, never attacks, and just stares as if asking for help. Some even claim it speaks. It's nonsense. The Fairy Queen used to live on the island west of here, but she vanished recently. Surely the Fairy Queen could do something for these seas. Fairy powder is locked away and back, but without another book of seals, no one can reach the powder. By the way, what is fairy powder? What's that yellow potion there in the back? We need another copy of the Book of Seals to be able to get the fairy powder. So let's go to the present and get the Book of Seals there. Take it back to the past and basically fulfill this self-fulfilling prophecy here. I am studying the cause of the filthy seawater. It seems to have suddenly become polluted hundreds of years ago, but I have learned nothing more. Welcome, this is the Eyeglass Isle Library. Long ago, fairy powder was kept in this very library. However, at some point in the past, someone took it away, and now none remains. And that will be data, of course. There used to be something in back for sealing things away, but now there's just one crinkled old book. Hey, I can already read. The Fairy Queen who keeps the sea clean. That's my favorite story. Have you heard of fairy powder? Fairy tales say it turned a cursed queen back to her original shape. They said that fairy powder was kept in back long ago. I don't know if it's true or not, but it sure is romantic. And we're basically going to fulfill that story. This is the Book of Seal. It once came as part of a set, but it's the only one that remains. How they were used as an eternal puzzle. You say you can solve the riddle of this book? Ho ho ho. This should be interesting. I give to you the Book of Seals. Who's got the Book of Seals? So wow, that guy just gave it right away. I think he would be like, no, I don't believe you. Because basically anybody now could just come in and take the book based on his criteria for giving it away. Yeah, they said the fairy is always there, but if you actually go visit the fairy, the cave to the west in the present, the fairy ain't there. It's just an empty room. So I guess the fairy goes and does whatever she needs to do once she cleans the sea. So let's get the fairy powder. We basically have to make our way around this like maze. It tells us where to go: 4 right, 2 up, 2 to the right. So I just wrote them down. Carefully make my way to the next book. And I'll tell you the new directions to go. Write them down and then follow those directions. And it takes you to a new book. And like I say, you just have to keep following those directions around, and eventually you'll get to where the old man is. You can kind of use the torches and blank spots on the wall to kind of plan your movement. So I said 2 to the left, that puts us right in front of the blank spot in the wall between the torches. Just a quick write down here. I'm not sure if this is randomized. I'd have to go back and look at my other one, but it doesn't matter. You're still going to have to read the books anyway and write them down, so it doesn't take too long. Like I said, I'm doing this in actual real time. As soon as I open the book, I write it down on a piece of paper, and then just follow the directions. So only one more book to go. You don't want to mess up, because if you mess up, then you have to restart all the way at the beginning again. Better just take your time. It's the most complex version. So like I said, take us to the old man, and we'll get that fairy powder. And we'll turn the fairy queen back into her original form. There you go. You have done well to make it so far. I acknowledge your courage and offer you this. You got fairy powder. It removes curses. Continue on without fear. Do not forget your courage. And luckily we won't have to do that again. In the linked game between Ages and Season, we did have to do that passage, that little puzzle again to get the mirror shield. We got the mirror shield from the Tokay in this linked game. You brought me fairy powder. Now I can return to normal. Sprinkle the powder on me. Now she's going to return to normal. She's going to return the sea to normal. Like that book, that kid said in the book, the fairy queen who keeps the sea clean. In reality, the things that keep the sea clean are mermaids. And they clean using Tide detergent. So yeah, all these circle things, they represent like poison, they are going to be gone. That's going to basically like free up the most of the sea. There's still going to be some squares that we can't reach in the Sea of Storms. In order to reach the Sea of Storms, we're actually going to talk with the Zora later on, who basically guards the Sea of Storms. And he's going to basically tell us that, you know, hey, unless you're basically a hero, a Zora hero, I'm not going to let you pass. The Sea of Storms is dangerous. Now, you think we'd already be a Zora hero here because we saved the king. First of all, we saved the king from his illness in the past, and now we've saved the entire sea from the poisonous water. I think that would be enough to get us a hero, but nope. In order to become a Zora hero, we'll have to get the 7th essence of time. So let's swim around and get these final little areas. Map completion isn't, you know, a requirement of 100%, but it just looks good. And you'll never get 100% map completion if you do Ages to Season. As I mentioned earlier, the entrance now to the Sea of Storms is in the present. And you do a non-linked game, the entrance is in the past. It's the screen that we just saw a little bit a while ago. There's a Zora blocking that. But in the non-linked game, then you can't reach the one screen in the present. You have even given us clean seas again. I must thank you once more. What? You wish to enter Jabu Jabu? I wish I could tell you to do as you please, but Jabu Jabu is still gone. He's too small to go inside, you know. You better give up. Well, let's go into the future where Jabu Jabu is really big. King Zora being the man who doesn't forget, or the fish who doesn't forget. We will grant our request then. Let's walk to the present. Fill out our screen there. So you have to do the season the ages to get the 100% map screen in ages. But of course, doing ages to season, you get a little bit better story. You get the closure of Queen Ambi and her lover there, that pirate captain. So it's like, do you sacrifice one screen for a better story? Like I said, I did 100% both games basically, so here's the entrance to the Sea of Storms in the present on the linked game. Talk about this Zora. The seas beyond here swallow up all who venture into them. The Sea of Storms, I can't allow a child like you to pass. And somehow those pirates got in there. And that one screen that we can't get to in a non-linked game, that actually has a soft soil. It's another place where you can get the level 5 type rings. In the non-linked game, the only way to get that is in the past, where I haven't uncovered that soil yet, but basically the entrance to Dungeon 8. But we're not worried about Dungeon 8 right now. We are worried about Dungeon number 7, Jabu Jabu's Belly. So let's head to King Zora in the present, when Jabu Jabu is all grown up. Get permission. And then I'm going to do a quick dive into Jabu Jabu's belly. There's 2 rooms right away that I can get something in, so I'll just clear them out and save you some time in the next episode. Because Jabu Jabu's belly is probably going to take the entire episode, and the entirety of the next episode. See, Jabu Jabu's healthy again because of the water. We're a Zora hero now. Even though he said we're a Zora hero, that guy at the entrance to the Sea of Storms still won't let us through. We need to have a symbol, the Zora scale, to prove that we're the Zora hero, and someone will not give us, the Zora will not give us that Zora scale until we complete Dungeon 7. You must take care of Jabu Jabu. He can even swallow us. And here he is, he's going to swallow us. I'm going to head up to the room to the north here, just to get the compass real quick. We can use the item equipped to your A button, switch our sword around. I'm using a lot of the switch hook in this dungeon. The dungeon item is actually going to be the long hook, which is the level 2 switch hook. And once we get that, then we can actually start doing we can do the Hero's Cave. So you can see 3 of the 4 statues have a triangle thing in front of them, or a diamond shape in front of them. So in order to get the key here, we need to put the diamond block in front of all the statues. That causes the key to fall down. And that causes us to have just enough time to finish off this episode. So I'll make a save here, and then we'll restart Jabu Jabu's belly here in the next episode. So take care, thanks for following along, have a good day. See you then, bye.